All right, Jim, so for your new routine, giving you some core, some advanced core moves, some rotation, and then you said you wanted a little bit of mobility as well. So going through our Excel sheet, same as always, you're gonna do your dynamic warm-up, you're gonna do your mini bands, get your body prepped, and then you're just gonna go through this one set of everything down the list, and then start back over at the top. Some of them are only 2 sets for the exercise, and then some of them are 3, but you'll see your sets and reps there. First one after dynamic warm-up with the mini bands is side-to-side slams. You got 10 on each side. So you're gonna take your medicine ball, athletic position here. We're trying to keep our hips forward, but you are gonna come up and turn with the upper body and slam. So it'll look like this in real time here. But we're just fighting that rotation in the hips, trying to make sure that that core stays tight as we're getting that turnover and the power coming through it. Okay, so side-to-side slams, it'll be 20 total. The next one is called squat twist. Now this is also 10, but 10 each direction. So you're going to squat down like this. As you come up, you're again keeping the shoulders forward this time and only the hips turn. So it's here, squat, turn, squat, turn. So that's 1 each direction and you're going 20. So let me show you that in real time. Squat, twist, squat, twist, squat, twist. And you're just trying to keep the shoulders forward there, okay? Next one, shuffle band rotation. So back this way here, tie up your band with the handle, right? Thinking about keeping that core tight, but now we're gonna keep our arms extended, kind of like we were in that Pallof press. We're gonna be here, hands extended. We're gonna shuffle 1, 2. At the end of that shuffle, I'm gonna get big power and swing it through, and I'm gonna shuffle back. Okay, so in real time, arms extended, shuffle, shuffle, press. Back, extend, shuffle, shuffle, press, and back, okay? You can go a little bit quicker there, but the rep count on that one is 12 on each side, okay? Next one, Russian twist and crunch. So this one, it says 2 sets of 8. That's 8 in each position. So if you'll notice on the notes there, it says 24 total. So our Russian twist position is here, feet lifted, basically just bouncing in the butt there, forcing that core to stay active for us. We're gonna go 1, 2, and then 3 is crunch it through. And then you come back to this position, 1, 2, and then I bring my knees up nice and close to my chest, crunch it through, and back. So those are the 3 positions. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, you're counting all the way to 24 total, okay? Core nice and tight the whole time. Next one, going back to that lower body, we're gonna do narrow to wide squats. Now this is 12, which means 24 total. So 12 narrow, 12 wide. So it looks a bit like this. You're squatting narrow, you're jumping to wide. Jumping to narrow, jumping to wide. And you're trying to make sure that we're not in our toes as we're squatting down, right? My knees aren't coming forward, everything's staying back, but I'm just jumping back and forth through that movement. So 24 total on that one as well, okay? Into that strength phase. Now we're planking on ball, okay? If you have a ball like this at home, that's ideal. If not, you just plank on the ground or plank on a medicine ball, whatever works, but something that's gonna move a little bit, I guess, maybe not on the ground. But what we're gonna do here, let me go this way so you can see. Get our plank position, right? Stretch straight out just like this. Once you're set, you're gonna go circles. Okay, and I think I have you at 12 each direction. So you're gonna go 12 circles to the right, getting as big a circle as you can. 12 circles to the left, again, big a circle as you can. And then 12 extensions, straight out, straight back. And then once you've done all 12 of those, you've completed that, okay? So 12 each one, trying not to rest in between. If you want advanced core work, we're trying to get as much burn in that core as we can through the movement, okay? All right, now, getting into mobility, which you said you want a little bit of, we have to make sure that as we're getting that mobility, this advanced work here, we're using the activators to maintain the mobility. So basically the mobility is supported by the activation that we just gained in our core, okay? So foam roll crunch. Taking our foam roller, we're gonna put this here, feet are gonna be flat, and I want that foam roller just right under your shoulder blades there. We're taking our hands behind our head, we're gonna reach back as far as we can, getting that extension in the thoracic spine. And as you come up, feeling like that core is kind of pulling you through with a big breath out. So you're coming in, and then you're pulling it up through the core, and then big breath out, okay? So not thinking of it like a big crunch, but thinking of it more as that extension in the spine, and then bringing it through. Hovi says hi. Next one is weight circles. Now I believe that we've actually done this move before. We're going to take something, now again, if you don't have a plate or something like this is just a 5-pound plate, but if you could use a book, whatever you want to do. But you're going to get in push-up position, okay, making sure that our feet are nice and wide. We don't want our butt too high or too low. And now all we're doing is making a circle with that weight. So I'm going to go across myself. I'm going to take that weight around my hand, and I've completed one circle, take it around. That's 2 circles, right? And then I would do the other side. I have you at 8 circles around each hand. So what we're trying to do is avoid any kind of big tilt in our hips as we do that. We're trying to keep everything square and that core nice and tight as we get that movement, okay? Next one, from there. So again, back to that foam roller and that mobility, but utilizing the activation that I just grabbed in my core. So this one is called foam roll snow angel. So from here, I'm going to make sure that my spine is completely on the foam roller, just like this, okay? So everything's supported, my head's supported, my feet are flat on the ground. That core is nice and tight. I don't want a big arch up from my back to the foam roller. I want everything kind of tight, pushing that core into the roller. And then we're just making snow angels. So you're kind of taking your hands straight up and straight back, but maintaining that core pressure into the foam roller every time, right? So all the way up. Am I maintaining that core? Yes. Bringing it back down. Getting as much stretch in the chest and the shoulders as I can, but while maintaining that good core work that I've just been working on, okay? Next one, side plank rotation. This is the last one here. In a side plank position. Now, if you have that TRX, I can't remember if you have the TRX at home or not. If you have the TRX at home, for a little added, struggle to this exercise, you can put both your feet in the TRX handles and side plank from there, so you're suspended. But if you don't have that at home, not a big deal. We can just side plank on the ground here. Once we're up into this position, hands up here, I'm going to try to rotate myself down, looking at the ground, and then rotate myself up, looking at the ceiling. Rotate myself down towards the ground, rotate myself up towards the ceiling. Again, this is kind of testing balance, utilizing the mobility we just worked on in our thoracic spine, and opening everything up, okay? So this is working all those things that you wanted, but then it's also making sure that they're supporting one another at the same time. It's important that you go through them in the order that they're listed so that they're supporting each other one right after the other. The last thing that's on there is just roll, roll, roll. So don't forget the power of foam rolling the legs, foam rolling the spots that are tight, using a lacrosse ball, a tennis ball, whatever you have, and making sure that you're working those problem areas that we talked about before. If you have any questions, as always, just reach out and I'll see you soon.